this video, I'm going to be showing you the setting flow that makes me $50,000 a month at 16 years old with only 2,000 followers on Instagram. Now, this setting flow I've used on around 50 coaching offers, and I'm going to be breaking down one we just made for one of our done-for-you partners. Jake, if you want to be done-for-you partner with me, you can't because we have no slots left. Anyway, this strategy, I just want to kind of prove it to you first of all, is booking us sales calls every single day. As you can see right here, this is the Zapier that is giving us like these call confirmations. You see 3 today, 3 yesterday, 4 the day before, 3 the day before that, and we're booking calls every single day, 3 to 5 calls every single day. And you can see right here, we're also getting nearly daily closes for our coaching offer, our done with you offer, 21st of May, 18th of May, 18th of May, 17th of May, 16th of May, 15th of May, 14th, 13th. I blurred this out because I don't want you to see my ticket price. If you want to get the ticket price, you get on a sales call with me. Anyway, so there are basically 3 different ways right here where we start what we call the YouTube flow. The YouTube flow, no one else on YouTube talks about it. This video is only going to get like 100 views, which is good because I don't want everyone to start using this. Out of the 100 viewers, maybe like 5 people will use this, so it's fine. We have new followers, existing followers, and interactions where we send custom voice note openers in the M4A file format. You see right here, these are all voice notes. They sound like they're pre-recorded, but we simply drag and drop them into Instagram and they'll send as a normal voice note as long as they're in the .m4a file format. So we send these voice notes. These are the openers. They have a higher reply rate because people think they're real. And then we start building some reports. Once again, this is for my client, Jake. This is his setting flow that we built out for him. It's the same one we use for me, but I just built this out. I thought I'd break it down. So then we build reports. So where are you based? Or are you also in Miami? Now, the psychology behind this is we want it to be easy. We don't want it to be hard. We don't want to ask confusing questions to people that they have to think about, because on Instagram, everyone's in their dumbest possible state. They don't want to think. So we're simply asking them simple questions that they can instantly answer in their mind. It's the same exact thing with ads when you have question-based hooks in ads. Okay, so then we acknowledge it by asking what they do, so we can kind of transition it from a more connection-based approach to a business-based approach. And when we work out what they do, we're then going to qualify them by asking them what numbers they're doing with that at the moment. And if they're qualified, if they're doing above 20K a month or 250K a year, we initiate the YouTube flow. If they're not qualified, we just let the conversation die out with small talks. We usually just say, nice man, keep at it. Now, when starting the YouTube flow is where we send a pre-recorded voice note that says, that's awesome, man. Or by the way, man, I'm scaling my YouTube at the moment. So I'm going to start posting 2 or 3 times a week. And I want to make sure it's super clear on you need my help with, then just let me know. And, we can go ahead and create a video on that for you. And then they'll say like, I'm struggling with this. And so if they say one thing they're struggling with, we send a voice note that says, good idea, man. I'll get that set up with the team to make for sometime this week. But, if you want, looking at my senior advisor's calendar right now, she has some availabilities tomorrow, the next day. If you want, I can just get you on a Zoom with her and she can kind of show you what we're doing in our company internally to like take care of that problem and scale it up. Don't know, I just thought I'd ask. If they say multiple problems, then we just have like a plural version of that. And if they answer by just like disregarding it, which people do, we send a pre-recorded voice note again where it's like, just circling back to this, man, like it's not a beginner problem. So it sounds like you're going in the right direction. I'm not going to read out the rest of this. You can pause and read it if you want. And then when they agree to the call, we simply say, great, I'll send you a calendar and you can book a time that works for you. Cool. Then from there, we send the calendar link and say any of these work. Now, I'm going to pause right here before we go into the post booking and show you the other process. So this is for anyone who's an inbound DM, because we get a lot of inbound DMs from the ads and the content we post as well, people wanting to directly buy. So usually when people inbound DM, like if it's direct, they want to buy, we kind of just acknowledge and we just say like, you cool with me asking a few quick questions to make sure this is a fit? They say yes. We work out what they do. Then we acknowledge it and ask what numbers they're doing at the moment. Then we acknowledge that and ask what their goal is. And if they're qualified, so doing above 20K a month or 250K a year, we proceed. If not, we let the combo die out. And we do the exact same for cold DMs. So we send this cold DM also just to get some more people in the DMs, and then we'll proceed in this way. Now, this only works if you have a really authoritative profile like Jake does. From there, we're then going to acknowledge it and say like, what's stopping you from getting that goal? And then we're going to pitch the call with the senior advisor. So like, we will always want to have a confirmation bias. So like, this isn't like a beginner problem. We kind of want to make them feel good about themselves. I just looked and one of my senior advisors has a few open calendar slots on a calendar tomorrow or the next day. If you want, we can just get you to get on a Zoom with her and she can break down what we're doing internally to take care of that problem at scale if you feel that'd be helpful. That's a really good question to ask, by the way, if you feel it'd be helpful. From there, if they agree, we then go ahead and send the calendar link. If not, we use the follow-up process right here, which is custom story replies. These work very well. So let's say they posted their car, you say like, love the C63. If they don't have stories with their reply, then you just say their name. And then like we can send a funny GIF and then haven't heard from you in a while. Like, is everything okay? That's usually like a really converting one. It's like, hey, name, I haven't heard from you in a while. is everything okay? And that works really, really well. My spelling is a bit atrocious right now. I haven't heard from you in a while. Is everything okay? I'm not going to bother fixing that. But anyway, from there, if they say yes, we send the calendar link and we say below that any of these work. And if they book, this is the post-booking process. So we check Slack. You see we have this Slack channel with the Zapier set up. And if they did book, then we proceed in this manner. If they haven't booked, then we wait 60 minutes and say any of those work. If they don't reply, we wait 12 hours, do a story reply if possible, or ask what time they book for. After 24 hours, we say, are you there, name? After 48 hours, we send a gift. After 72 hours, we say, hey, name, is everything okay? And if they do end up booking, then we go in the post-booking process right here where we check the Calendly question, which is like the yearly revenue. If it's above 250K, we send the post-booking voice note where it's like, hey, she just confirmed it went through. But before you speak to her, can you just do me two quick favors? Firstly, just go to your email and accept the Calendly invite. That way you have the link to join in too. Can you just check out the video I sent below? It's just a quick video of Adriana introducing herself. I think you'll like her. I appreciate it. And if they're not at the 250K mark, this is like another qualification. We just say like, hey, just spoke to the team. We're currently prioritizing our one-to-one students this week and to reshuffle the calendar a bit. So I'm going to pause this one for now and just keep everything aligned internally. But feel free to reach back out down the track. We'd still be happy to set up a call if the timing aligns better later on. And then we have the pre-call follow-up process where we have 3 different channels: Calendly, WhatsApp, and Instagram. So Calendly, we'll have a confirmation email with pre-call resources sent out immediately. Then we'll have a text and email on the same day, and then a text and email 2 hours before. From there, we also have Adriana reach out on WhatsApp because they put their WhatsApp in the Calendly and say, hey, this is Adriana, Jake, senior advisor, just confirming we have a call tomorrow at time. And then on Instagram on the same day in the morning, we say, hey, name, seems we have a call in X hours, we still on? Because this makes it seem like you kind of forgot about it, which is really authoritative. And then we say 1 hour before, see you in an hour, bang, and then you close the deal. So this is the flow that is working extremely, extremely effective. It's definitely not too complicated, but as you can see here, like it is very, very effective. We book a ton of calls with this, like the momentum is very high and it's very easy and very, low barrier to do because you don't need to be salesy. You don't need to have that sales like approach where you're like trying to work out where they are, where they want to go. For a lot of it, it's very low key because everyone knows what an appointment setter is nowadays. Everyone knows what setting looks like. And so the whole goal of this is to kind of not make it look like setting and make it look kind of random. It's a pattern interrupt and then they can go with the flow. And the whole time it's kind of a bit subtle. We're not directly positioning it as a sales call. It's also like a networking call. And then we use the connection call to PIV framework, which we developed. I can make another video on that if you want me to. Just let me know in the comments below. Without further ado, that's the end of the video. Don't have anything to really sell you, but subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.